What's going on, everybody? Tyrell here. If you like crypto on this channel, I bring together the fundamentals and the technicals to create valuable information to help you on your journey. A free way to support this channel is to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. And I hope you guys like this lighting. We're just going to up the quality in time. So let's get right into it. Looking at the total crypto market cap, we're currently sitting at $2.394 trillion. So if we can get a weekly close above this previous level of 2.4, then we would have the highest weekly close for the total crypto market cap ever. I drew on this level here of $2.5 trillion as just like a resistance level for the amount of money in the crypto space. So if we can get above that, it's just like a nice round psychological number. We can potentially target $3 trillion in time. So we'll see how that plays out. Looking at the altcoin market, we're currently sitting at $1.312 trillion. So we're well off from the previous all-time highs. Nonetheless, I drew on this level here of $1.4 trillion because that's the highest that the altcoin market has ever closed. Looking at Bitcoin dominance, we're currently sitting at 45.2%. We bounced off this 40% level. It looks to be a double bottom, so Bitcoin is stronger relative to the altcoin market. So some people could be shifting profits from Bitcoin into alts, or they could just be buying even more Bitcoin. So those are kind of like the two plays there. Looking at Bitcoin, we are currently sitting at $57,391. So we bumped up against this resistance at 58,000, but I drew this rectangle on here because we can see that it is a strong barrier of resistance. So we have a range of $58,000 to $60,000. Potentially, Bitcoin can come down, and retest this area that it broke out of at 53,000, or it can just continue to rise throughout Q4. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell the future. This is not financial advice. This isn't investment advice, anything like that. Just a guy talking on the internet. So this is my opinion. Of course, just like everybody else in the crypto space, I would like for Bitcoin to continue going up. Looking at Ethereum, there's some really cool developments happening in the Ethereum space. I drew this level on here of 3,400, and there was some indecision last week for Ethereum, but this week we've seen a bullish continuation. So I'll get into the bullish news for the Ethereum blockchain later, but if there's going to be a lot more transactions using the Ethereum blockchain in the form of NFTs, then there's going to be more ETH burned, and inevitably the price will continue to rise. So we'll get into that later. And there's some other altcoins that I currently have that have been doing pretty well. So one is Curve. So I really like DAOs as part of my big three. And in the past week, it's done pretty well. So like what I do with my Curve is I bought some and then I put it to work in a DeFi platform called cream.finance. So app.cream.finance, and it's just like sitting there accruing more curve. So I provided liquidity to this DeFi platform and it just sits there. So that's one of the plays that I utilize to generate passive income. So all this stuff is out there on the internet. As long as you like do your own research and find these opportunities, they're out there for you. And that's just one of them. There's plenty out there. And next one is Tezos. Just like everything that I've talked about before, like I hold Tezos for full disclosure. I identified back in July that every time Tezos touches this rising trend line, price just skyrockets. And that's exactly what it did. Going till today or into today, so we're just drilling in a little bit deeper, I identified this bullish flag pattern. So we see this pull, and then we see that price was kind of just like trending down, and it bounced off of this bottom part, and it was also around this nice round psychological level of $7, and price broke above it. So let's drill in a little bit deeper, 4 hours, and we can see that from up here, touched here, and then price broke out. So it's currently resting just above this level here. This is my TA. Once again, not investment advice whatsoever. But in my experience, and honestly, like my hope, since I hold some Tezos, we can potentially see a rise of Tezos up to like these levels. So I hold some Tezos. I'm participating in the Tezos ecosystem to accrue some more cryptos with like DeFi and stuff like that and yield farming. All this stuff is out there. I'll talk about it later probably. But I really like what Tezos is showing right now. So it broke above this descending trend line here. It's above $7, which is a nice round psychological level. And the crypto market is doing pretty well right now. Like there's a lot of developments that are happening all across the crypto space, which are really cool. So yeah, all these opportunities are out there. Do your own research. Going into the news, US claims Bitcoin mining crown following China crackdown. China's share has effectively dropped to zero, according to the Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance. So there's a lot of geopolitical factors that went involved in this. So since there was an exodus of Bitcoin miners out of China into other places that are more crypto friendly, the US now claims the most amount of hash rate, which I think is a good thing for the crypto space in general, not just like the US like having most of the hash rate, but for the crypto space in general, when the hash rate is higher, the price of other digital assets are higher. And like it's a nice revenue generating business for Bitcoin miners and energy producers that would really just waste energy to begin with. So there's a lot of mining in Texas where there's a lot of gas businesses and oil businesses where they kind of just like flare off energy, and it's just wasted energy. Whereas like you can put a Bitcoin mining facility there that uses that wasted energy as like flared off energy to mine Bitcoin, and then a business can generate money that way. And like the energy producers are also generating income because they're selling wasted energy to a Bitcoin mining facility. So some pretty cool things that are happening there. As we've seen miners that are essentially like banned or kicked out of China, they're now setting up operations in areas that have cheap energy. So Texas or Kazakhstan or Russia, and soon enough it's going to be in El Salvador. So like I'm excited to see how that develops over time as soon as they like plug into a volcano. So pretty cool stuff. And let's look at the Bitcoin total hash rate. We're currently sitting at 138 terahashes. We're well off from the all-time highs of nearly 180 terahashes. Nonetheless, like the Bitcoin market and the total crypto market is attracting more and more money. So it's pretty cool. And all these developments are happening all across the crypto space. So cool stuff. And lastly, this is an old article, but over 1 million people have already signed up for Coinbase NFT. You can read it here from Brian Armstrong's tweet. Over 1 million people have signed up for Coinbase NFT since we launched yesterday. There's going to be some really cool developments in the NFT space in time. So as I was saying during my Ethereum technical analysis, there's going to be a lot more people transacting on the Ethereum blockchain. So Coinbase NFT is primarily going to focus on ERC 721 and ERC 1155 NFTs. So transacting on the Ethereum blockchain. So if you're going to have, hypothetically, 1 million people buying NFTs using the Ethereum blockchain, then Ethereum gas fees are going to go much, much higher until like sharding and all that other stuff. Nonetheless, every time there's an Ethereum transaction, since the EIP 1559 upgrade, ETH is burned every time there's an Ethereum transaction, i.e. 1 million users purchasing NFTs on Coinbase NFT. So if we hold Ethereum over time, inevitably, because of the upgrades that have happened, the price of your ETH is going to go up. That's just how it works. So it's going to be really cool to see, like, if you're an Ethereum miner, then you're going to be making a lot of money. But at the same time, there's like going to be really cool developments in the NFT space. So you have like artists and musicians and everybody in between that have a one-stop shop to purchase, mint, and trade NFTs, and also show off NFTs. Like, you can do the same thing on like OpenSea, but with Coinbase NFT, from what I've read, there's going to be a lot more of a social aspect of NFTs. So it's going to be really cool. I'm excited for it. I hold Ethereum. I signed up for the waitlist already. And like, I like participating in the NFT space. It's probably like one of the coolest spaces to be a part of. So you could like join a Discord community, a Telegram community, and then just like look at NFTs that are going to be like released, minted, and all the other stuff. But there's just an entire array of things that are going to be brought about because of this. So pretty cool stuff. Other than that, I hope this information was useful. Once again, this is Tyrell. Yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.